The International Criminal Court receives a wave of support after it's hit with U.S. sanctions. President Donald Trump is punishing the court for its investigation into Israel's conduct in Gaza. Will Trump's actions hamper international justice? This is Inside Story.
With the stroke of his pen, U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed sanctions on the International Criminal Court in The Hague. His executive order references what he calls illegitimate and baseless actions targeting America and Israel. In an unprecedented move, the ICC issued an arrest warrant for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his then defense minister in November last year. The prosecutor considered Israel's actions in Gaza, where the military has killed more than 60,000 Palestinians and displaced 2
guys, let me come in. I just want to make a plea on behalf of the people of Africa and other parts of the world where citizens have been disenfranchised. So I want to make a plea to President Trump, in as much as he's standing on the side of Israel. But I want him to remember that there are people in Africa, millions of Africans, that their leaders have taken advantage of. They've been massacred, they've been killed, genocides, crimes of aggression, crimes against humanity across the continent of Africa and other parts of the world. So I want him to think about the fact that now that he's planning, it's already executed because it's an executive order that has been given to sanction members of the ICC. I'm not going to stand here and defend the court because people like myself, I'm from Sierra Leone, and I know for sure that the ICC, the International Criminal Court, Mr. Karim Khan, should have indicted Sierra Leone's former president, Julius Maada Bio. Several killings, assassinations, pretty much crimes of aggression, crimes against humanity that has been going on in Sierra Leone. And they have turned a blind eye to it. Why? Because Sierra Leone or a judge who is currently there by the name of Mieta Maria Samba. So, lawyer Karim Khan should have indicted Sierra Leone's president for the killings at Makeni, for the killings at Pademba Prison, the massacre that took place over there, Mile 91, Tombo, Lonsar, the killing that occurred in the opposition's party office. These are all crimes of aggression, and that is why the ICC was formed. So, I want to take this opportunity, in as much as, President Trump is with the people of Israel or with Netanyahu and does not want him to be prosecuted. I want you to remember that the court is actually there to protect Africans that are disenfranchised, that have no voices, where the judiciary has been broken, where there are no systems in place to protect the people of Africa. We see it across, Uganda, all of these other places where they're trying people like Joseph Kony, all of these crimes against humanity that occurred in Sudan. And it's the same thing now that is actually happening in Sierra Leone. And so I want to bring it to your attention that there are people that need access to justice. So the ICC is not only about Israel or Hamas, because I know that the same time that lawyer Karim Khan actually announced an indictment for Netanyahu, it did the same for the Hamas leader who was indicted as well. So at the end of the day, is the Hamas leader going to go free? Is he going to go free for what they've done to the people of Israel? So I know it's two sides of the coin here to look at. Is Israel going to go free for what they've done to Palestine? Or is the Hamas leader going to go free for what they've done to Israel? We have to weigh this. But again, it's about the people that are disenfranchised across the world, especially in Africa, that have no access to justice systems, lawyers, judges, only for the highest bidder, those that can afford to pay for a case. Of course, if you're poor, you don't have no access to justice. But what you're seeing here is a document that I want to bring to your attention as well, that the government of Sierra Leone actually is supporting other states, in standing with the ICC, which I support that, right? To stand with the ICC. But the fact that even the government of Sierra Leone would stand in support of the ICC, going against you, President Trump, it tells me that there is a bit of corruption within the ICC itself, because there is no way, if the government of Sierra Leone, if particularly so, the leader, the former president, who is still sitting in the office of the presidency, cheating because he's not supposed to be there. He lost the elections just like Maduro of Venezuela lost the elections and is clinging on to power. I know that's another political talk that I don't want to get into, but it's the same thing that happened in Sierra Leone. The June 24th, 2023 elections were stolen, and up to this day, this man is sitting in power. and he's hiding the biggest drug lord that is the most wanted man in Europe, Joseph Lidekers. I want the Trump administration to look into that. This biggest drug lord, and I know President Trump is against drugs and all of that stuff, but this guy is in Sierra Leone. The Netherlands government has asked for his extradition. We haven't heard from the Sierra Leone government till this day. But I want to bring this to your attention and let you know that, please, the people of Africa deserve the ICC, and we want to keep the ICC so we can have justice. Thank you.